We're on our way back to Puerto San Carlos.
Yeah, we just couldn't leave.
So as you probably know from a week or 2 weeks ago now maybe, we got a call that they actually found our dinghy Makara. So we're going to have 2 dinghies and we need to go pick up our previous Makara and
yeah, so we have a rental car. We're about halfway back to San Carlos to go pick her up, put her on top of the car and bring it back to La Paz and then figure out what the heck to do with 2 dinghies. Last time on Adventure Adrift, Ty's daughter came to visit and we headed out to the islands to do some exploring. Here, spring was in full bloom and we hiked through some amazing desert plants and took in the view. Then, we headed out to a tiny island for some awesome snorkeling and swam with the most playful and friendly sea lions, before having an awesome sail back into La Paz.
So a rest stop right now. We're in Las Positas. I think that was the name of it, Las Positas. It's like a 3.5 hour drive each way.
Hola, buenas tardes. ¿Cómo está? Bien, bien. At the police station, just like when we reported Makara missing, there was lots and lots of waiting and, of course, paperwork. While we waited, we went back to visit our favorite hardware shop and look for some fender material for the new dinghy.
And then something like that. Mm-hmm. That's where a slightly smaller one of this, if they had it, would maybe be good, but I kind of like the bigger.
Finally, we were given the okay to reclaim our lost dinghy and load her on top of the tiny rental car. We embarked on a 3-hour car ride through construction and cactus back to La Paz. So I'm just starting to work on making some sunshades. We had these really nice sunshades that came. They fit our old bimini enclosure that we had up in the cockpit. But when we did our big solar upgrade, we got rid of that whole bimini structure. And we got rid of the plasticky canvas ones because we figured we're not going to be anywhere cold or that we need those for a while. We kept the sunshade ones, which are this really nice kind of heavy mesh material that's UV resistant. So I'm just making some little things to adapt them so that we can fit them around our solar panels up top and hang them on there and then clip them on down below and have some really nice sunshades without buying something all the way new. So basically I just need to make them taller since it's a bit taller now, so I'm adding on a little extension onto them. So that's the project for today. There we go, one down, another one on the side to go, and then the back. In town, Ty set off on a mission to find various bits and pieces of things that have been on our to-do list for a while. As we tend to spend most of our time at smaller villages and remote islands, we have to take advantage of being in town to get all of our needed supplies. By the afternoon, I was recruited to join Ty as the translator in his hunt for materials.
Probably that, it's almost a bit bigger. So the shackle's much smaller, but it'll still fit up there I think. And honestly this is probably a better size.
Yeah,
this seems slightly too small for the line that we have on it.
That's pretty good
spinnaker
size line.
Spent all day
running around town trying to find stuff.
We need to replace this block.
This is on our spinnaker halyard.
But we could not find anywhere in town that sells blocks.
Except for one we found. Very expensive shop.
$176 US.
Yikes.
Sometimes, though, you just have to bite the bullet, even when on a budget.
Yeah.
It's something we needed, and it wasn't really something we could find other places.
While in town, we also had to solve the problem of having 2 dinghies. We took Makara back to the boat to clean her up and put her up for sale. We're at the local market here, see what kind of meat they have. So we're getting some beef, some stew meat. The guy here is gonna chop it up into cubes for us, so it's nice and easy. Meat's I think 130 a kilo. So it's what, $7 for a kilo of beef.
What are we gonna do with all the meat?
And we're gonna can it. Practice canning, yeah. We have Edith from Larky is gonna show us how to can meat, so I'm excited. That is a quarter of a kilo.
That looks messy.
It does. Messy but delicious.
Good.
We found a local little carniceria, a butcher shop down the road from the market. And they have some awesome looking chorizo, so we're really excited to get that to eat and jar. Smells delicious inside. Hola. 1 kilo y 400 gramos, sí.
200?
Sí.
500.
Gracias.
So we're learning about canning, and we're going to can some chunked, chuck steak right now that we can use for our meat pies and so on, and we're just going to brown it off. That's what we're here, just for basically for aesthetics, for the colour, so it doesn't look all ugly and pink. But it doesn't really matter, I think. So added a little salt, brown it up, and then we'll can it. We'll jar it.
Since we were totally new to this, our friends from SV Larky came over to walk us through the process.
Key points to make, again, air's packet tight. The airspace is critical.
So the water you want, so you're packing the meat what, to the here, and then you're putting the water above it, or you're packing just below that?
Just, you know, if little bits of your meat stick out above the water, no big deal. Okay. Because you want to make sure that there's not a crumb or any grease on there, okay, or the lids don't seal. Yeah, so that's perfect right there.
Good. So now I'm going to wipe the edges with a paper towel and then put the tops on?
So, okay, rub around the edge. Excellent. Excellent.
Another ring. That'll do it.
We were very excited about learning this new skill. Up until now, the only meat that we carry on board is store-bought canned chicken and pork, which can be very expensive and hard to find outside of the US. In addition to fresh meats, we hope to put this into practice if we are ever able to hook a fish that is too big to eat in a few days.
So that'd be with no...
So I just found kind of like a local Ace Hardware store, basically. We're trying to figure out something for shade cloths up on the deck, something to go over the boom, and then something to go over the bow as well. Either way, we'll need some bungee cords to attach it, which we actually found a store down the road that's cheaper, so I'll get the bungee cord there. But they didn't have the hooks, and I found the hooks here. With summer temps reaching over 120 degrees Fahrenheit or mid-40s Celsius here in the Sea of Cortez, we were going to need all of the shade that we could get.
You want to be here just tomorrow? Ahí uno debería ser nosotros.
The other day we did a bunch of canning. We canned up a bunch of meat and decided, since we have so many awesome fresh veggies and produce from the markets available here, to do some pickling as well. So we still have some jars left that we haven't used up for our fish stock or for our meats that we've canned, and in there I'm going to do some pickles. I'm going to do pickled green beans, some pickled asparagus, and also some regular pickles. The only thing, could not find dill at all down here in any of the stores, any of the markets. So we won't have any dill, but we have some other herbs, some garlic, some chili peppers, so hopefully that should be pretty tasty. This will be my first time pickling anything like this. We've done pickled ginger for sushi before, but see how it goes. Alright, so I found a recipe for pickled carrots. I'm going to do the pickled carrots and onions first. So in the saucepan here we have equal parts water and vinegar, and then some sea salt. So we'll bring that to a boil, add a few spices, and then basically pour it in over the veggies in the jar and seal it up. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, we'd love it if you give us a thumbs up and leave a comment down below. And don't forget to subscribe and check out the links down below.